Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video I am going to be doing my review for the first episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now I will be having my episode 9 review for WandaVision coming out the following day from this video going live. I really apologise for it being so late. I've just been so busy and I did kind of forget to get the review ready to go, but it will be happening. Obviously I've got it recorded and yeah, it will be going live very soon, so thank you for your patience. But Falcon and the Winter Soldier is drastically different from WandaVision, and it is more of a traditional Marvel adventure. Simply, it's very grounded, very linear as well, but at the same time fast-paced, where WandaVision there was a slow crawl and it experimented with the MCU formula drastically. So if you enjoyed WandaVision and wanted more experiments with the MCU Disney Plus shows, then you are going to be disappointed on that front. But yeah, the series picks up a few months after the end of Avengers Endgame, and we get to see the repercussions of Captain America no longer existing. That does leave a huge power vacuum in the MCU, and that is basically picked up pretty much straight away. There's like a lot of terrorist organizations, and you know, there's a lot of crimes are being committed, etc. And you know, Captain America's not around alongside many of the other Avengers, and yeah, unfortunately, nothing does, you know, yeah, like, I do wish that was explored a little bit more, personally, but yeah, we do get glimpses of the power vacuums that have happened, but the way when I say this episode's very fast-paced is because we're constantly jumping between various parts of the world, setting up the plot, setting up various plot elements that will be explored in this series. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't see much of Sam and Bucky together in this episode, even though it is called Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But yeah, in terms of it's fast-paced, but it doesn't build towards it yet. But we do get like a big cliffhanger towards the end of the first episode that I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, going back onto the actual episode itself, it is good to see Sam Wilson's effects on, like, you know, his personal emotions on, you know, obviously the loss of Steve Rogers as Captain America, and, you know, the whole meaning behind the shield, and obviously the weight on his shoulders now. But he isn't officially Captain America. He decides to basically, like, yeah, I don't want the shield, too much responsibility, and he continues, you know, saving the day as Falcon, and he tries to step up as, you know, the superhero that the people need, but not being Captain America. And there is that huge ending now where essentially there is a new official Captain America that will be explored obviously in the next few episodes. I am looking forward to. But yeah, with Bucky's side of the story, however, I was more interested in, just because we do get some flashbacks to when he was the Winter Soldier, and it's setting up a little interesting dynamic where Bucky's healed now. He's fully healed, and essentially, well, I say fully healed, he's no longer under the influence of, obviously, the Hydra brainwashing, but he is obviously, you know, still having nightmares of all the horrific stuff he did when he was brainwashed by Hydra and he was forced to do some horrific acts. And the past does indeed come back to haunt him, as something I want to see happen more in this series, as it's obviously going to explore the Falcon's backstory and the Winter Soldier's backstory. So we will be seeing a very interesting dynamic play out between the two, and I do hope that the themes kind of merge together to show that whilst they're an unlikely duo, they can get along, and they are kind of similar in certain ways. But yeah, in terms of my overall rating for this episode, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, just because certain bits I just didn't really enjoy, and especially as well coming out of WandaVision, it was a bit of a, you know, it felt like a step back. But obviously, you know, there are fans of this, like, you know, the traditional MCU stuff, and yeah, I am a fan of that stuff, but I just felt this episode was a little bit fast-paced and just kind of, you know, rushed certain plot elements. But yeah, I am excited to see what happens in the rest of the series. But as an opener, it didn't do a bad job. It didn't feel too bad, it didn't feel too amazing. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with the rest of this series. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for the first episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Be sure to leave a like rating and subscribe for more nerdy content, and I will see you all on my next video. Goodbye for now.